What's going on, everybody? This is Art coming at you in another video. A man must always set his boundaries. You know, everybody's going to test your boundaries at one point, whether it be family, random guy down the street, your woman, anybody is going to test your boundaries. And you must stay firm within your boundaries to let people know that they can't treat you any kind of way. This is about having respect for yourself. See, because if you don't have boundaries, then you don't have respect for yourself because you allow people to walk all over you. You allow people to treat you any kind of way. And that is low self esteem. You should never allow anybody to walk all over you. You should never allow anybody to treat you any kind of way. You should never allow anybody to talk to you in any kind of way. This is what your boundaries are for. To let someone know that, hey, listen, you need to stop it. Because you're about to cross a line that you don't really want to cross. Or as the old saying goes, your ass is about to cash a check that it really can't cash. Your boundaries is how people treat you. If you want to have a certain amount of respect, then you have to let people know that you deserve a certain amount of respect, and they're not going to cross that boundaries. You have to stand firm in your beliefs and what your boundaries are. See, especially in relationships, when you have a woman who's always trying to test your boundaries. And the more you allow a woman to get over on you, or you allow a woman to see that your boundaries are flimsy, she's going to take advantage over you. This is why your boundaries should be rigid. Your boundaries should be unshakable. As soon as someone says something, you say, hey, you need to stop. Because you're starting to piss me off. Never waver in your boundaries. Never give someone the opportunity to disrespect you in any kind of way. You must always draw your line in the sand to make sure that you are respected in any aspect that you deal with, whether it's at the job, even with your supervisor. Now, I've had confrontations with my supervisors and let them know, and I told some of them off, like, listen, you're not going to talk to me any kind of way, and I'm not going to talk to you any kind of way because you're my manager. But as soon as you get out of pocket, I'm going to get out of pocket. But as most of the time, they gave me respect because they know that I'm not one who's just going to sit there and take any kind of bullshit. I've never really had a manager come at me out of pocket. And when they did, I gave it right back to them. Even the manager that I have today, he respects me as a man. He knows my limits. He knows what I can do. There was one manager that I had before. I had to fuss at him all the time. There was employees that I had to work with. I cussed them out because they try to cuss me out. Just want to roll up on me and just be like, hey, da, 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 da. Like, no. You don't get the fuck to talk to me any kind of fucking way you want. Who the fuck you think you are? See, and that's the thing. You need to have confidence in yourself to even say that to someone that's even in a manager position. I didn't take crap from nobody. You respect me, I respect you. If you had a valid point, I'll listen to you. If there was a mistake I made and you got angry about it, then okay, I can understand that. You know, I've been in management, so I understand that point of view. But you just going off the hinges off of something small and stuff like that, I didn't give a fuck. you talk to me any kind of way that you think you need to talk to over some little bullshit, then yeah, I'm gonna give it right back to you. No questions asked. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you come from. You will respect me. I don't even care if you my woman. You will respect me. I remember one of my exes. Now, knowing me as a person, when I come over her house, I always call her and see, hey, do you want something to eat? I'm about to get something to eat. And if you want something, I'll get it for you, right? Her and her daughter. So there was this one particular day that I was coming over her house. Knew I was going to come over her house. I said, hey, I'm on your way. And then she's going to tell me while I'm driving, yeah, if you want something to eat, you need to go get it yourself because I went and got me and my daughter something to eat. Do you know I turned that car right back around and told her, just because you did that, I'm not coming over? Now I want to ask you guys, why did I do that? Because I'm setting a boundary to let her know that if I'm doing something for you, I respect the same in return. If I'm coming over your house and I'm making sure I'm getting something to eat and I'm calling you to see if you want something to eat, that's being respectful. Because that's the type of guy I am. But if you're going to go get something to eat and you know I'm coming over and you only think about yourself and your daughter, then that's disrespectful to me. So you don't deserve my time that night. I turned the fucking car right back around and went home and played video games. And I ain't called her the rest of the day. Fuck her. Same thing with what's going on now with... I got 2 married friends. Well, actually 3. They get home late at night. Their kids are fed. Their wife is fed. But they have to go get fast food. That's some bullshit. See, they're allowing their women not to even cook them a meal. Like the wives will cook for them and their kids, but don't have enough respect for their husband to make sure that husband has something to eat when he comes home. It don't have to be a warm meal. It could be a meal that they wrapped in plastic or tin foil or whatever. Put it in the refrigerator. He can go home, warm it up in the microwave. And you know why they get away with that? Because those husbands did not set a boundary to let them know that I will not be disrespected like that. You are my wife. This is your job to make sure that if you cook, I am fed. And it's no excuse talking about like, oh, the kids want extra food. That's no excuse. That's none. There were women in the baby boomer age that made sure their husbands got fed. And they had 5 to 6 kids. Both my grandmothers had 5 plus. And their husbands made sure they had something to eat. They made sure their husbands had something to eat. Husbands ain't cry about not getting something to eat when they came home from work. That's laziness. It's easy to cook food for your husband and put it in them refrigerator. But they did not set the boundary for their wives to make sure that they are taken care of. And I see too many guys that allow people, including their wives, get away with bullshit because they don't set boundaries. So if you get anything from this video, know that you need to set your boundaries with people. Don't matter who they are, whether it was family, friends, your girl, your wife, whoever. Set your boundaries. Do not get disrespected. Because as soon as you let people walk all over you, they're going to find other avenues to walk all over you. And it's no one's fault but your own. You did that. Because you allow people to. This is Art. I'm signing out.